Hi, welcome to the Parenting Papers. Last week, we went over the first half of the top 10 things that your daughter should know. So this week, I want to finish up with part 2. And I know that I spent a lot of time talking about different tools to go into your toolbox. Well, you're going to get the balance of them now. So let's start with number 6. You want to teach your daughter how to accept constructive criticism. Now that's a tough one because even as adults, we have difficulty accepting constructive criticism. But if you teach her how to listen, really listen, it'll help her in an exercise of self-examination for the future. So that's a really important tip. Number 7, learn how to compromise. Everything is not going to swing in her direction all the way, and you've got to prevent her from spinning out when it doesn't. Everybody gets a turn. You get a turn, she gets a turn, but the turn doesn't come when she wants it to come. So the key is helping her learn, we're going to try something else another way, we're going to do it this way this time, and then when it's your turn, everybody's going to have a good time. That's compromise. So that's a really important tool to teach early on. Next important is let her recognize when she is wrong and the art of apology. And the best way to learn that is really for you to model that for her. She should see you stand up as a woman, accept the fact when you've done something wrong, and when you need to make it right by apologizing. So that's a really important key that you want to teach your daughter, the art of saying, I'm sorry. Another important tip, which is number 9, is self-preservation. Every woman has to know how to take care of herself, and every girl grows into a woman. So it's important for her to have those basic skills on how to take care of herself and be an independent, good person as she gets older. So you want to teach her those simple things like how to cook, how to properly clean her house, how to wash clothes, how to stay organized. Simple tips. Start by letting her learn how to make her bed. That'll teach her cleanliness and organization. Let her learn how to sort laundry. Come into the kitchen and learn kitchen skills, kitchen safety, simple recipes. All of these things, as simple as they are all the pieces to the puzzle and all the different tools that you need to really get that kit all together. And then finally, one of my favorites is the mantra of find your silver lining. Every single day something happens. You could have a horrible day, but there's a silver lining. There's a lesson there that's to be learned. So take that lesson, figure out, like, even though it was a rough, tough, awful day, what's the silver lining? Teach her to find the goodness in everything that happens. Even in the rain, there's something good that comes from it. And then an additional bonus is teach her how to love herself. That's very important. And also let her know that you are her biggest advocate and that you will, under any circumstances, support and love her unconditionally. Really important to know. It was really tough to get this down to just 10 things because I've got so many more things to share with you, like punishment and respect and relationships. I mean, it goes on and on, but I had to narrow it down somewhere. But in the future, I'll be going over all of these things and really giving you a full toolbox full of tips on just how to raise your child. But first, what we're going to do is next week, I'm going to give you the tips on how to raise your son. Really important tips. Different from a girl, certain things that you've got to teach your son. So thanks for stopping in again today, and hope to see you next time at the Parenting Papers.